Dear friends, today we are going to talk about karma. This is a very important Buddhist notion. In Pali, we understand this idea as karma. In Sanskrit, is karma. And usually, we translate this as action. However, in Buddhism, this is not mere action, but intentional action. At one time, Buddha says, Chetanahang bhikkhave kammang vadami. This is in Pali. Monks, I say to you, the intention is the karma. Now, what is karma? Karma can occur in three ways: in our words, in our thinking, and also in our actions. And now, in the Buddhist case, karma is very important for our life. And being mindful of karma is very important for our life. Why? Because Buddhism always believe that things are related and in a chain, cause and effect. And from Buddhist view, nothing takes place accidentally. And our intentions, our speech, our thinking, and our actions, they all produce results, and they are called karma vipaka, the consequences of karma. Now, there are various interpretations of karma, and some Buddhists seems to have misunderstood the notion of karma, and they think that whatever happened to them in their lives as a result of karma, and actually that's not accurate. And in one text, it produces few ideas, like they are called pancha niyama, five principles, and among them, karma is one. There are other factors like seasons, seeds law, and so on, but karma is considered as only one factor. So that means things that happen to us in our lives, whether it is good things or bad things or neutral things, all of that is not necessarily karma. Actually, we can tell, we can state clearly, karma is our formation. We produce the karma. And so, one of the famous Sri Lankan monks, Venerable Narada, in his book, in the teachings of the Buddha, says that we are the creators of karma. And because uh, the way we think, the way we imagine, the way we translate them to our speech and action can form the karma. So in the Buddhist thinking, karma is not deterministic, not pre-designed. It's mostly our input in it. So here there is an important thing to Buddhists to consider, that everything that happens to us not due to karma, and that means certain impacts, certain influences on our life we can control, we can manage. So that's where the Buddhist practice is important. And so, for example, if we create a healthy framework of mind around us so that our lives do not get distracted with negative, unpleasant things, it's more likely that we will produce a positive karma rather than negative karma. Otherwise, in the Buddhism says they are kusala karma, or skillful actions or wholesome actions. So more we are engaged in this positive environment, we create positive karma for our life. So if somebody think that someone is sick or poor or unhealthy. And I think we should not think that all of that is due to karma. Of course, if you don't take care of your body, if you don't take adequate nutrients on your food, of course you will not have a healthy life. And also, not if you don't if you're not mindful of your mouth, and if you eat everything, whatever is available in extra quantities, it's possible that you will get diseases like diabetes and other kind of sicknesses. Of course, these are not because of your previous karma, but more has to do with the way you conduct your life. So this is very important. So our attention to the present moment is the most important one in terms of karma. So if we are in our thinking, in our speech, in our actions, if you are mindful of the present situation, if you are concerned about our impact on our neighbors, our family, and the world, then it's possible that we minimize the negative impact of karma. Now, the beautiful thing in Buddhism is the theory of karma, the actions, intentional actions, idea that these intentional actions are capable of producing consequences. And that actually very powerful idea. So when we throw a ball to a wall, we know that it bounces back. In the similar way, whether it is a positive, neutral, or negative intention, karma can create negative, positive, or neutral consequences. There's also another factor. Suppose that if you have committed unwholesome actions in the past, it's possible to change that to some extent by changing your life in the present, because the changes that take place in the present moment will change your life in the future. So the beauty of Buddhism is that karma is also in the hands of the humans. The human intention, human volition, human activity, we can change our karma, what we think as a karma. So suppose that if we leave things to our fate, like say, rather than learning a language, if we think that, oh, language will come to me automatically, or knowledge will come to me automatically, like that, if you leave it aside without making an effort to determine your future by destiny, that's wrong. Buddhism doesn't allow it. So the making effort, living in the wholesome moment, in the present moment, and organizing your life, organizing your thinking is very important, and it will determine the nature of karma and the influence that you can have on the shape and the form of karma is recognized in Buddhism. So the Buddha gave a lot of space for for people to change their karma, to transform their karma, and also to change their life stations, kind of. So here, what we see is another beautiful aspect of Buddhism, that you are you are capable to change your lifestyle for better. So we should not think the karma is a fate, or the karma is predetermined, that we should not think that karma decide everything in life and other factors matter. So suppose that if we are in the wrong place on the wrong time with the wrong people, then there's a more likelihood that you will get in trouble. But that's not necessarily due to past karma, but because of lack of mindfulness, carelessness, and your inability to consider the factors around you. So there, what you see is that karma is a theory that can be transformed for your well-being, for goodness, for success and happiness. So the Buddhist karma is not fate, not predetermined. It is a volitional action that can make and that can go with your effort. So with that thinking, let's understand Buddhist notion of karma as a liberative a teaching that liberates you from your captivity or from your negative circumstances. So let's think karma as an empowering doctrine. So have a pleasant and happy day. Thank you.